The Galactic Council sat in silence. 50 alien races, each more powerful than the last, had gathered inside a massive floating chamber above a dying sun. The topic was simple but dangerous: Earth. For years, humans had grown fast. Their machines reached deep space, their weapons became stronger, and their AI systems learned faster than any alien computer. The Council feared what humanity might become. The Speaker of the Council, an ancient being with silver eyes, looked around the room. "They are spreading too quickly," he said coldly. "If we wait longer, we will lose control." Whispers filled the chamber. Some wanted peace. Some wanted war. Others simply wanted humans gone. Finally, the speaker raised his hand. "Let us vote." Lights blinked across the chamber as every world gave its answer. When the final light turned red, a heavy silence followed. The result was clear. They voted to invade Earth. Outside the chamber, fleets began to move. Massive alien warships prepared for launch. Soldiers cheered, thinking victory was certain. But far away on the blue planet they called Primitive, strange things began to happen. Human satellites went silent. Communication networks disappeared, and in the quiet of space a single coded signal echoed from Earth. Short, sharp, and powerful. No one could translate it. But one word repeated again and again. Ready? The Council believed they were the hunters. They had no idea they had just woken something they could not control. Humanity was watching, and humanity was waiting. The invasion began at dawn. Thousands of alien warships entered Earth's orbit, darkening the sky like a moving storm. To them, this was a simple mission: destroy human defenses and take control. But when the first ship approached, something was wrong. There were no rockets from Earth, no missiles, no laser fire. The planet looked calm, almost empty. Cities were quiet. Oceans were still. Inside the flagship, Commander Vorth laughed. "Maybe they ran away," he said proudly. "Humans are cowards." Then everything went dark. Every ship's screen, weapon, and engine shut down at once. The control rooms filled with alarm sounds. Pilots shouted, engineers panicked. "We've lost power. We've lost everything." A strange signal appeared on all monitors. It wasn't alien. It was human. The signal repeated one short message. "You wanted a war. Now you'll have one." Before anyone could react, blinding light tore through the fleet. Ships exploded without any visible weapon. One by one, massive war cruisers turned into floating ash. The Council members, watching from distant screens, were frozen in fear. "What technology is this?" one asked. No one had an answer. High above Earth, hidden in the clouds, strange black objects floated silently. Not human aircraft, but machines built from something new. Something beyond logic. Commander Vorth's last words before his ship vanished were whispered in disbelief. They knew. They were waiting for us, and then silence returned to space, no communication. No survivors, only Earth remained, shining quietly below. The hunters had become the hunted, and the galaxy was about to learn what humanity's silence truly meant. The invasion fleet was gone. Only burning fragments drifted across Earth's orbit. The proud armies of the Galactic Council had fallen, not to weapons but to something invisible. In the deep command chamber of the Council, panic spread like wildfire. Screens showed broken signals, static, and flashes of light before turning black. The Council members shouted at one another. "This cannot be possible," one cried. "The humans must have used forbidden energy," another yelled. But the truth was worse. They didn't understand what they were fighting. Far away on Mars, hidden inside massive underground bases, humans watched quietly. They were calm, too calm. Around them, giant machines stood like silent guardians, glowing faintly with blue light. These were not ordinary weapons. They were the Guardians, AI-controlled defense units created years ago, when humanity realized the galaxy would one day come for them. From the Martian base, a single human commander gave an order: activate Phase 2, end this invasion. Moments later, thousands of invisible drones launched into space. They moved faster than light, striking every remaining alien ship. One by one, their reactors shut down. Ships vanished in a flash of light, leaving no trace. Back in the Council chamber, fear turned into silence. For the first time, they understood. Humans were not the same species they once knew. They had evolved beyond physical war. Humanity had become the storm. The Council's proud fleet was destroyed in less than 1 hour. And somewhere in the void, a final message came from Earth. We did not start this war, but we will finish it. The galaxy trembled, and the fall of the fleet marked the beginning of something far greater. The great hall of the Galactic Council was filled with chaos. Leaders shouted, screens flickered, and reports from destroyed fleets poured in. Entire systems had gone silent. No one knew how humanity had done it. The Speaker of the Council slammed his hand against the table. "We are the most advanced species in the galaxy," he roared. "How can one planet defeat us?" But his voice shook. Even he was afraid. One by one, council members turned their gaze to the main screen. It showed Earth, small but shining bright. Suddenly, the image changed. A new signal appeared, a human face, calm, emotionless. Watching them, no one spoke. Then, a voice echoed through the chamber. "You declared war on us. Now we come for the truth." Before anyone could react, every light in the room dimmed. The building trembled. Outside, the stars shifted. Something enormous had entered their space. Council guards ran to the windows. What they saw made their hearts freeze. A ship larger than any they had ever built, surrounded by blue fire and lightning. It wasn't a fleet. It was one single human vessel, but it felt alive, breathing energy. "Is that a weapon?" whispered one alien general. "No," said another, voice trembling. "It's a message. The giant ship didn't fire. It only hovered in silence, casting a shadow across the entire council planet." Then the same human voice spoke again. "You feared our growth. You feared our strength. Now you will witness our truth." Every star around the planet dimmed for a moment. The message was clear. Humanity could reach anywhere. The council's arrogance had turned into terror, and fear now ruled the galaxy. The giant human ship remained above the council's planet, silent and motionless. Every scanner tried to study it, but the readings made no sense. The ship seemed to bend light, space, and time itself. It was as if reality didn't want to touch it. Inside the council chamber, no one moved. The speaker finally whispered, "What do they want?" Before anyone could answer, the ship's surface began to glow. A beam of light reached the council hall, and from it a human figure appeared. Tall, calm, wearing a simple black uniform with the Earth insignia on his chest. He looked around at the frightened alien leaders. Then, in a clear, steady voice, he spoke. "We did not want war. We only wanted peace, but you voted for our end. Now you will understand what humanity truly is." Every word carried weight like thunder across the stars. "You called us primitive. You called us dangerous. You feared our rise, but what you feared is already here." The holographic image of Earth appeared behind him, glowing blue, wrapped in protective energy fields, surrounded by thousands of invisible ships. "We will not destroy you," he continued. "We will let you live, and you will remember this day when, not as your victory but as your lesson." The human vanished. The light faded. Silence. The council members sat frozen. No one dared to speak. Even the most powerful races now understood. Humanity didn't seek conquest. They sought respect. As the great human ship turned and disappeared into the dark, one alien whispered softly, "They are not invaders. They are evolution." And somewhere in the void, Earth listened, calm, patient, and unbroken. Days passed after the human ship disappeared into the stars, but the galaxy was never the same again. The once proud Galactic Council sat in silence. The chamber that once echoed with power now trembled with fear. Every surviving race had seen what humanity could do. Fleets destroyed without a shot, technology beyond understanding, and the most terrifying thing of all, humans had shown mercy. On distant planets, soldiers whispered stories about Earth's power. Some called humans monsters, others called them protectors. But everyone agreed on one truth: no one would ever challenge them again. The speaker stood before the remaining council members. His voice was weak. "We have awakened something far greater than our empire," he said. "Humanity is not our enemy. They are our future." Across the stars, Earth grew stronger in silence. Their technology advanced faster than ever. The Guardians, their AI defenders, spread through the solar system, watching, waiting. Human leaders didn't celebrate victory. They only prepared for what might come next. Deep under the surface of Earth, in a secret chamber, A small group of scientists watched the galaxy map. A red dot blinked near the edge of known space. One of them whispered, "They're coming again." The commander beside him smiled slightly. "Let them come. This time they will learn what humanity truly is." Above the blue planet, thousands of hidden ships powered up, silent, invisible, ready. The stars outside shimmered with distant lightning, as if the universe itself was watching. Because from that day forward, one truth echoed across every world: do not wake the humans. They remember. And with that, the legend of Earth began, the story of a world that even gods learned to fear.